the work sharing, the group sharing, and she joined in. We were doing a topic. I don't ever want to feel being disrespected ever again. So we were doing that. And I was hoping she could get something from the group work. And then at first it was smooth, but then when I asking the question, what's the past image and the future image rising when believing the thought? Then my mom turned on her mic and then start defending like I still believe the one who uh, physically beat other person is at fault. Uh, Maybe I exaggerated a little bit, but that's the truth. It's not fake. And then I had a judgment toward her. Okay, that was the situation. Since I was hoping she could have more open mind, instead of defensive. Uh, yeah. So okay. So first is mom is defensive. I'm upset with mom because mom is defensive. Two, I want mom to 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 ju- to just answer the questions. Answer the questions. Yeah, because when I asked is is it true she trying to say something else? I just say you only need to answer yes or no. And she tried multiple times. But that was the situation. I hope she can only answer the questions.
So is this group
Yeah, group
more than the two of you?
Yeah, it's a group
Okay.
work.
Okay.
That's also one of the reasons made me a little bit more nervous. Yeah, I hoping that can go smoother. And hoping she can get some from the work.
Okay.
She should be she should calm down more. Katie said at the third question, it should be something doable suggestion. The second one can be I want anything, but this third one is something that doable. So like she should calm down and then sit still. Yeah. So the force for me to be happy, I need her to be less defensive. If it's something she can do, it's still similar to the third one, or I need her to pause and then keep doing the work. Then that's something she can do, right? More specific. I need her to pause and keep doing the work.
Okay.
And going back to the work.
And go back. Okay. So pause and go back to the work.
Okay.
5.
She is sensitive. Since I didn't say the work is, no one ever said a work is to prove someone is wrong. So I think she's sensitive. She misunderstood the work.
So sensitive, and what's the next one?
Misunderstood the work. She is close-minded, like avoiding whenever it's because I'm not trying to be spiritual at all. So I'm like just being critical. So I think she's avoiding the truth whenever it challenge her ego's identification. Then she became so defensive. So I say she's very avoiding. Am I using the right word?
Yeah.
Exactly. She's not brave. Okay. 6. I don't ever want to see she so defensive ever again.
Don't ever want to
See she so defensive ever again.
see her.
I
So
see
defensive.
her so defensive again. I don't ever want to see she drown in her own nightmare again. Because my dad is her nightmare. It's when it's been few decades, she's still holding the hate toward him. I hope she can drop it and then living her free life with freedom.
Yeah. And so.
Or I can say I don't ever want to see her so bitter again. Bitter, very bitter.
We're also gonna keep defensive.
Defensive I keep. Yeah, defensive I keep.
Okay.
I think to make the sentence shorter is better. Like she being so bitter.
You could write out. You could do two. If you wanted to.
Okay.
Like, I don't ever want to see the defensive again. I don't want her to see.
And
Be so bitter.
my previous one is she drowning in her nightmare.
Yeah.
I think it's equivalent to bitterness.
Yeah, it's up to you.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. What did she do or say, or not do or say, that triggered the thought she's defensive?
She left the group and then she texted me
He left.
saying, yeah, she texted me saying, let me read what she said. Uh, mhm. She says, what I said about your dad is a little bit exaggerated, but he can't use such violence. This is not story. I don't want to use the spiritual bypass to cover myself. Seth, because she also studies Seth material. She says Seth saying if someone directly hurt other people, then we'll lose the natural, the grace, natural grace. That's what she left the group and then she sent me these 3 sentences.
I didn't understand that. Can you read that again?
Yeah, let me use the
Or you,
translator to translate that
okay.
because she says, I think your father, she says, I am exaggerating a bit about your father's behavior, but he can't use such violence. This is not a story. I mean, the story of about the things about my dad is not a story because it triggered her when I saying think about the past images. And I don't want to hide myself with these spiritual, mental, and spiritual aspects. Seth, she's studying Seth material. It's also a body, mind, spirit material. She says Seth said that when one directly here translated as infringes, infringes or hurt upon others, then the one loses the natural sense of grace and favor from the universe. That's what she wrote.
Okay.
Yeah. She tried to prove that is wrong. That's my understanding. And then what she believed about him is not story. I feel she's scared of the work will take away her story, will prove she is wrong. All the story is fake. Yeah.
So that's one you can write down too. she tried to prove dad is wrong?
She tried what?
She tried to prove dad is wrong. You could just write that down as a stressful thought too.
Okay, then let's do this. She tried to prove dad is wrong.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
That become more specific than
yeah,
how is she defensive?
yeah, yeah, yeah. So, were you sitting where you are now? Okay. So I invite you to close your eyes, go back to that moment and witness that situation. Be there now. In that moment, she trying to prove your father wrong. Is it true?
Proof that hurt her. That's what I meant. She tried to prove that hurt her is true. Yeah. So yes.
Yeah, I believe that thought. She tried to prove dad hurt her.
Are you now going to the second question?
Nope, I'm doing the third.
Oh, so you skipped the second one. Okay.
Well, I'm not skipping. I'm just gonna wait.
So what's your question? I didn't hear.
How do you react when you believe that thought?
Hmm. I judge her. I feel the stress. Uh,
What are the emotions?
Powerless. Mm, Burden. Heaviness. Frustrating. Sad. Like how long you want to hold this? How long do you want to hold this story?
Is that impatient too?
Yeah, no patient. Yes, no patient.
How do
Uh,
you treat her when you got that text?
at that moment, my immediate way is being passive. Like, okay, if you want to keep believing in thought, it's your business. Okay, I'm gonna do my own work. Because I didn't realize I was being passive. But now when I look back, it was passive. Like, okay, if you, okay, you do whatever you want. It's not my business. Yeah, that's how I treat her. I definitely um further distance from her. Like, okay, I don't want to get involved into your story. Uh, okay, you want to suffer, you go suffer. Something like that. Yeah.
Like disconnecting from her?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How do you treat yourself in that moment?
Frustrating, defeated. Like, oh, I practiced the work for so long. And then we did the worksheet last time. She had a pretty good good outcome. And the work still cannot help her. Maybe and I start questioning myself, am I really, really growth? Or I just lying to myself?
Okay.
I question myself. I'm not confident with myself. I also feel like, okay, then maybe I'm playing a game with myself all along. Actually, nothing had ever changed. Yeah, it's just a self-playing game. I'm like, also there's a past image someone told me, you just, I don't know how to say that in English. You are you are doing all these things just trying to satisfy your own feelings. I feel like I am I am doing things to lie to myself, making myself moved, but actually outside is nothing changed. Mm.
Do you want to take a minute to try and translate how you're thinking of it in
Yeah, it's
Chinese?
like I moved myself. It's like I'm so stupid. I'm doing everything. I'm now translating. I'm doing everything to move myself, but it's actually not changing anything.
Kind of like kidding yourself or doubting yourself.
Mm. It's doing efforts for no for so how to say. I don't know.
No payoff.
Mm, yeah, and very foolishly doing efforts to just make myself feel touched. Yeah. So self, self, I feel
Self-serving.
sarcastic. Mm,
Self-serving. Self-serving.
self-serving. Mocking myself for being foolish, doing efforts for getting nothing, just self-touching,
So
something like that. Yeah.
past image. I don't think I understood that. What was the past image when you believed the thought?
It's definitely that guy saying, because I was trying to make him my boyfriend. And then he said, you are doing everything just to to make yourself feel touched. Means
You
he
say
doesn't
touch.
care. You are just fooling yourself, or you do everything just for yourself. It's nothing about me. I don't care. They made me feel like he
Okay.
doesn't care. He didn't say he doesn't care. He just said you're just so hard to translate. You're just doing everything in your own world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Any future images when you believe the thought she tried to prove she had hurt her?
Future images, just mm, at the end of my life, I will realize, oh, I'm not getting any achievement. I'm just doing things to move myself, living in my world.
you get? What's the payoff when you believe that thought?
Or it says that I try to translate. It says you are just getting off on your own drama. I felt so hurt when he said that to me. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So what do you get? What's the payoff? When you believe that thought?
I actually personally like the question to what do you think the payoff you can get? Because because when I ask other people or ask myself, then the mind will say, oh, there's no actual payoff, like a real payoff. But then I would add, okay, what payoff you think you believed when you hold the thought you could get,
Sure. Yeah. What do you think you're getting?
or you could get at that
Hmm.
moment? Let me see. Self-protection.
Yeah.
Just okay, it's your business, it's not mine. Okay. If you want to prove that it's hurting you, okay, then just hold it. Don't want to get involved in. So I feel then that can help me to get uh to stay away from potential possible her defensiveness. Since I'm imagining a future she's keep arguing and then keep insisting she's right, and then because of she believed the stressful thought, then she become very rage, um irritated, and then I would get hurt. So I had that future image that she might attacking me for because she feels bad, or she criticized me for trying to change her, etc. So when believe the
Well,
thought.
hang on one sec. When you don't respond, like when you pretend to be okay with it, that's what you get is protection. But what do you get when you believe she tried to prove dad hurt her?
Yeah, then I believe that's her. And then I denied the possibility that she can wake up. She not fully believed the thought, because I believe she completely believed that thought. Then I and then I tell myself, okay, then you leave her alone so you don't get hurt. That's my payoff. Leave her alone since she is completely in her story. I denied that she partially believed the story. Partially, she might still have wisdom. Not everyone, and no one is ever 100% in trance. I mean,
I see
in
something
reality.
here. I see something here. Do you want to hear it?
Okay.
Get to be right.
Yeah, I get to be right. Then I may extend it to why I want to be right. Like what the benefits that I believe being right can bring to me. That I extend it to the further. Yes, definitely. Every
What
thought
are those?
I said if I believe I'm right, so I know I know mine. I know she 100% believe the thought. So then I give up. That's the payoff. Then I don't get any potential possible hurt from her.
Yeah, yeah.
I deny the possibility she not fully in trance.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, I didn't say that out, but yes, I definitely first step is I know. I know it's true that I'm right about her. And
Yeah.
then I can take some actions. And then I can protect myself from I that my anticipated
Yeah.
attack from her. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Or this
what
I
you
don't have to go through any disappointments.
and when you answer the question, or when you look at this question, how do you treat her? That's a manipulation.
How I treat her when I believe the thought, or I look at the questions, or do you?
How do you, when you when you look at this question, how do you treat her? What you were saying sounds to me it's like manipulation, like when you don't say what you want to say to protect yourself, that's manipulating her. It's not doing it aggressively, it's doing it passively, manipulation.
Yeah. At that moment, when I believe the thought, I only had two options. One is directly attack, one is the passively attack. Unfortunately, that's my only choices.
Yeah,
I chose the passive. Yeah,
yeah,
passive one. Um, I could, if I believe the thought, I could say, oh, okay, if you want to believe the thought, you just believe. It's not my business. And then I choose another way. It's the same actually. For me, it's equivalent. So what's your question? Sorry.
no, I didn't have one.
Okay, then okay. You say trying to manipulate her?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
you.
Either way, I'm trying to manipulate her, let her know. See, you so drowned in your nightmare. Wake up. I want her to manipulate her
Yeah, yeah,
to wake up. I want her to know she is in trance. I want to use either way to
yeah,
prove she is in trance. And then
yeah.
I know better than her, so she can change a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. So the old way there was manipulation, and she knew it, but now this other way there's manipulation, but she doesn't know it.
Maybe she knows. I don't she knows me pretty well. Mhm.
Okay. Yeah.
Mhm. She can
All
feel
right.
that. She's very sensitive when she catches me every time, every nanosecond.
So let me ask you a question. When she texted you, did you answer the text at all? Oh, and you said,
I said the passive words. Okay, if you want to grab the story, you can go ahead. No one asking you to drop any story. But I woke up later a little bit and then I apologized to her by using that words. Yeah, I said I'm sorry. I using the grab the grab the story is not accurate. It's not work meant. I don't represent the work. So then later I sent some Katie's original words to her. I said please look at these words. That's what work does. Yeah.
okay, so how do you treat yourself when you believe that thought? Oh, I asked you that, but I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
remember.
yeah. I just don't, I'm not confident with myself. I deny myself. I think I'm like definitely attacking myself.
Doubt yourself. Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't see that. I missed, I didn't label it. Okay. All right, you ready for four? Same moment. Who would you be without that thought?
May I say one thing aside of the story? One that me because just or I should just stay with the work. Can I drift out for 2 minutes and then come back? I want to say something about
Sure.
the meeting. The AI is automatically trying to summarize our work conversation. It's automatically on. I'm not sure how to turn it off yet because I don't use this often. And then I looked at its summary. It's completely not what we are doing. So I think AI, it's also just our humans' children. um, I think work is a little bit beyond the AI's level of able to understand unless we direct it very deeply.
Yeah.
Um, it gave me some summary. I totally don't agree. Anyway, I don't know how to turn it off. It popped out, and I'm like, No, it's not. Anyway,
Okay,
yeah.
so who would you be without that thought? She trying to prove dad hurt her.
Uh, yeah, later I had that moment. When I don't have the thought, my heart is more open. I can see she is being honest. And then I feel happy that this work brought out her suppressed feelings. She in her life, she trying to be nice, spiritual, and then kind, and then forgetting the past traumas that her brain. But the work, when it's definitely triggered her, it brought out her unresolved part. So actually, it's a good thing.
Your heart
So
is
without the
open.
thought, yeah, my heart is open. I wouldn't want to criticizing her for being in trance, but I can see, oh, it's a good thing that she saw these things. It's great that the work made her couldn't pretend.
Well, let's go with you. How would you, who
How
would
would
you
I?
be?
Then when I see things this way, I feel definitely not that painful. I feel it's normal. It reminded me my path of doing the work. When I was doing the work, it was not a short path, it was a long pathway. I was back and forth, I was up and down. I was also had the same pattern, like scared of doing the work that might prove I'm wrong.
Oh,
Exactly
so
same.
you know what I'm
So
hearing is I'm
yes.
hearing, I'm hearing you'd be either empathetic or compassionate.
Yeah. And then yeah, that's compassion to myself as well. Without a thought, I immediately remembered how I react when I was 5 years ago when I was first doing the work.
Okay, so I
Yeah.
want to invite you, when you find something, just stay with it rather than adding to it. So your heart is open. You see her as honest. You see it as normal. You have compassion for the both of us.
Yeah, I see her as normal is the most important thing. I see her as normal. I see me as normal.
And so I just invite,
Also, when I don't have the thought,
sorry.
I feel also when I don't believe the thought, I feel less stressful when doing the work since I don't have to be perfect. No one has to be perfect. We just ask some questions.
Yeah.
Okay.
You absolutely know it's true. She tried to prove dad hurt her.
When I don't have the thought, I'm not attacking her. When I believe the thought, then I want to change her. When I don't believe the thought, she just telling me her truth. If she, yeah, and then I can treat her as equal as other people who come to me to do the work, not as mom.
Yeah,
Why mom has to be special?
this is really good stuff. Treat her as equal, heart open, your
And
honesty.
then when I don't have the thought, I treat her as equal. I treat me as I don't have to teach anyone because the ethic or work principle said I'm also a student when other people are doing the work with me. I'm just asking questions and I'm also doing the work. So when I don't have the thought, I don't deny myself since nothing to deny, nothing to fail. I'm also a student. So no reason to deny. Since no expectation to I be a teacher, I know better, then no, no self-disappointment. And then less stress. I don't need to be right. I'm just a person asking the questions. I'm not in control of any outcome. I mean, I don't have to be in control in any outcome. Ah, oh, I feel my shoulder. It's definitely lighter. Definitely. I definitely have a secretly motivation want to help my mom. So that's the root of where the stress comes from.
Yeah.
Through this worksheet, this fourth question, I'm willing to drop the through today's, the not conflict, a little bit conflict. I'm really truly willing to drop the wanting to help anyone, including her. And I know my mind sometimes would shift back, but I consciously don't want to manipulate any outcome anymore. It's freedom. Respect other people's life. Don't try to manipulate. And also set myself free. There's no burden on me. There's no responsibilities on me. Whatever the outcome is or are, it's not related to my value at all. And then I can affirm myself more. Just the process is the most important thing, not the outcome. So I can affirm myself, you are doing it. That's enough. Yeah, I finally really willing to witness that I always trying to be a saver and I'm willing to drop the role and being humble with other people together doing the work instead of wanting to teach.
Wow, you got so much here. I can barely fit it on my page. It is- hmm. Okay, are you ready to go to question two?
We don't need to turn around?
Well, we're going to do the turnarounds. But
Oh, you said question two.
you absolutely know it's true. She tried to prove dad hurt her.
Oh, now you're doing question two. Oh, so you changed the order. Okay. And I absolutely know that she's trying to prove that hurt her. You know, the sentence she tried to prove that hurt her for me is she is stubborn, means she is stubborn. But the fact she's saying that, it's not means she's stubborn, so no. No.
Try and turn it around.
This is hard to turn, so I am trying to prove that hurt her.
Trying to prove she is wrong.
Yeah, for sure. 100%. uh, but yeah, I was doing that. Like, oh, you are in your nightmare. Why you not willing to wake up? Why you want to hold this? How long you want to suffer? Etc. Etc. Isn't that enough? You're already sick. Why you still hurting yourself? Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. Okay. Want to do a different turnaround?
So she is trying to not prove that hurt her.
She's not trying to prove that for her.
She is trying to show me her fears of the work will make her the wrong person. That's her fear. That's more she concerned.
Yeah. That's it right there.
She's very scared of the turnaround.
Yeah.
Her mind jumped into the turnaround.
We were looking at 1 and 2. That's what I was seeing as for a no.
What?
What you did. The answer you just gave is what I was seeing could be a no for question 1 and 2.
For question 1 and 2? Oh,
Is it true? That's what I was seeing. It's like she's afraid. She's afraid she's going to be blaming herself. And maybe it's just she's not ready yet to let him off the hook.
or yeah, or she misunderstood the work means to say someone is believing the story is wrong, since
Mm.
she didn't do the work much in a deeper way. So it's very normal. I can relate it to that. Like, oh, you mean that? Okay, everything is my story. Okay, it's my fault. Yeah.
Mm.
And also she is being honest to me. She didn't try to pretend to be beyond her revolution. Not revolution. What is that?
Evolution.
Evolution. Yeah, evolution.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
she very afraid.
Mm.
And later also she said she will talk with a teacher who, you know, who who studied the Seth material. So she didn't, not 100% trying to prove that hurt her. Otherwise, she wouldn't say that later. So it's just a big part of her very scared of
Mm.
maybe in private. It's even in public. shared session. So I can see she's fearful. She was fearful of out of control and then have to be admit it's her fault. But she's not 100% trying to prove dad is wrong. Otherwise, she wouldn't say, oh, she wouldn't listen to me at all. And then she wouldn't say, I'm gonna talk with that teacher later. That's one-on-one. So no, she is not 100% trying to prove dad hurt her. Maybe 80, 70, but majorly it's because the fears. And then part of her still has a clear mind, knows the story was not fully true. I learned how to respect other people's vulnerability from these years practicing. And I learned how to respect my own vulnerability instead of faking to be strong than who I am, more than who I am. That's the ultimate being truthful.
I see something. You want to hear it?
Yes, what did you see?
This could be an example, I think, for she's not trying to prove dad hurt her. She's trying to prove her innocence.
Yeah.
Or retain her innocence. Or keep.
Yeah. I also realized my lack of compassion. I'm also innocent of being lack of compassion.
Yeah.
How could she so easily to turn the hates to freedom? She really physically got beaten up for many times. Almost not dead, but broken legs, broken head. That's not a small thing.
Uh, that's not small at all. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm having lack of compassion to her and to myself.
I mean, when the thought has you,
Yeah, when the thought has me in, I think I unconsciously wants to be strong, to be wise. But then it turned out the fact is I have no compassion or very little compassion. It's okay. I see that. I witnessed that. That's great. Witnessing is the first step of making changes.
there's no one to blame.
No, I grew up in that environment. My ego learned to be strong. Yeah,
Don't
deny
we
those
all?
vulnerabilities.
Yeah.
When I deny my own vulnerabilities, I automatically not able to sense other people's vulnerabilities or have compassion too.
Yeah. You got one more turnaround left. Turn around to the
Still,
spell.
really?
Yep.
Ah, and my
Well,
mom trying to prove that hurt her. I'm trying to prove that hurt her.
nope. Put you
Huh?
on all of it.
I'm
I
trying to
tried
prove I
to
hurt me.
blame. I tried to
I'm
prove I hurt me. Yeah.
ah, I don't know. Don't know. Don't know. Or if equivalent to she is stubborn, this one I can do.
Well,
My mind is
you know,
stubborn.
Michelle, the way you first said this was she tried to prove dad is wrong. So what if we did, I tried to prove I'm wrong?
If I say I try to prove she's wrong, I can say that, but I try to prove I'm wrong. Don't know. Let me see. We have such turnaround?
Yeah.
What did you see?
I'm just starting to see it right now. Hang on.
Or when I believe the thought, I lose confidence about myself. And then I grabbed so many evidences to prove the work is not working for, not really working, then does that prove I'm wrong?
Okay, so one of the things I'm seeing is if I've got a motive to help that I'm not aware of, but I'm trying to get something from her by her. Let's put it this way. So what did you want from
But are
her?
you sure this is a valid turnaround? Katie sometimes says better to not make sentence very complicated. It's hard to do the
Well,
turnaround.
no, I've heard Katie do this kind of turnaround a lot. You put
Oh, okay.
If you turn around to the self, you put you on all of it. So I tried to prove I'm wrong. That's not complicated, right?
Okay.
And
I
so
never did such turnaround, but let me try to see if I see anything or feel anything. I'm wrong. What I like to see is I lose confidence about my progress. Since when I
uh,
believe she is trying to prove that is hurting her, then I feel so uh, disappointed about all my efforts in the past. Like, oh, it's all in vain. It's all useless. Maybe
you know
I
that
am, yeah.
well, you know that doubt that you had about the work. You know, when you try to help her, you know that doubt you have about the work is showing up there.
Yeah, yeah,
You're trying to help her. In other words,
yeah.
I'm wrong because I'm trying to fix her, not fix me. So I'm proving I'm wrong by trying to help her with a motive.
Proving I'm wrong by helping her.
Yeah, I'm doing the work wrong. I'm trying to fix or help her when I haven't helped myself yet.
Oh, you mean the total fact is the outcome that I was doing the wrong thing?
Well, right there, if you're looking, that's another one. Like if you're looking for an outcome rather than being in the process, you're proving you're wrong about the work.
You mean the fact, right? The fact I was doing, the fact that the action I was doing with the work, right? The
Yeah.
words I'm saying, the actions, the tone of voice I choose is proving I'm wrong. I'm not doing the work right. All those behaviors.
If you've got doubt about the work, you're going to try and get other people to be better or prove that it works rather than being the example.
Okay, it's not something my mind recognize, but if as an observer, yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, if from observing perspective, it makes sense. Yeah. At that moment, had no idea.
Oh, right.
um,
Oh, in the moment, you don't know. It's just how it comes out. Yeah.
mm. And today, I choose. I remember in the past, I always call her I would definitely 100% call her after the class. Today I didn't call her. I I realized, what do I want to say to her? Do I want to convince her to come back to do the work? Or do I want to convince her to drop the hate toward my dad or anything? No, let me focus on myself. So I didn't call her. In the past, I remember I often call her and say, meh, 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 meh,"
Yeah.
and say, you
So
should
in
do this, you should do that. Yeah.
so in that moment, you were getting clear. It's just back when you got the text, you weren't.
Yeah, yeah. I say, because we already, I think I thought we already finished the first line. So I'm like saying I did like a little work by myself after the situation. So I react differently than in the past. Mm. Otherwise, I 100% call her.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah.
100% call her, say, and then trying to, the passive. I always say she is passive. Now I see I'm very passive. I definitely wouldn't directly saying anything, but secretly wanting to change her, want her to get out from her nightmare. Yeah. So we can move to the second one.
Yeah.
I want her to just answer the questions.
Is that true in that moment?
No, I cannot do that either.
Yeah. So how do you react when you believe that thought?
Irritated, impatient, interrupt her. Lack of patience. Criticizing her in my heart. Feel superior. Also, same feelings as the first question. Also, lack of out of control, things out of control since she's not under my control. And powerless, defeated. Okay. It's almost the same as the first question. Um,
All right. So who would you be without the thought?
I will not interrupt her that quick. I
won't interrupt you that quick.
yeah. I will listen more, see if it's really drift out from the work instead of stop for stop. But really listen first instead of defensive first, and then
Uh,
be more gentle. Like listen and then say, "Oh, I hear you," and then you only need to answer yes or no. Let's try again instead of, "Oh, you only need yes." That quick.
yeah.
I
Oh, I
will
used to do
still
that.
do the work. I will still say to follow the principle, but then we'll give her more space.
Oh, so I'm hearing like you'd be an example of somebody doing the work.
What do you mean?
So if you are staying connected, what did you just say? You made me think of something that would be an example of doing the
I
work.
say I would not interrupt her that quick. I would let her finish at least one or two sentences. And then gently say, I hear you. First tell her, I hear you. And now we're doing the work. It's not a conversation. Would you willing to answer just yes or no and try to do the work? That will be total different.
Yeah, that's somebody staying in the work. And
Yeah,
so that's an
instead of
example.
cutting off very brutally.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
very cruel.
yeah. And well, you don't have a choice, but I know what you mean. And what I'm saying is that's a really good example of somebody who's staying present, staying in the work. Because if you think she should answer yes or no, you've left the work. You see what I mean?
Yeah, because I don't know the inner activities of Katie. It's like if someone is full, then they would burp. I heard that metaphor. But then if you are not full, you just copy burp. That's different thing. Yes, Katie sometimes looks like she interrupt people pretty quick. Like, oh, you're not doing the work. Let's back to the work. But I don't know her inner world. But I know my inner world is impatience.
Yeah,
Impatient. So without the thought, I can also interrupt her, but then I wouldn't have that impatient inside.
that's exactly it. Yeah.
But
Like,
that's doing the work.
yeah, like if you're impatient, you're in the future of what she should be doing or not. And if you're that right, and you can
Or
interrupt her,
or
you can interrupt her,
worried, or
you can
more
interrupt.
worried she wouldn't get the good outcome if she drift outside of the work.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
yeah,
You
so
you could interrupt
without
her
the
20,
thought, huh?
you could interrupt her 20 times, and if you don't feel any impatience, it's not going to matter.
Yeah, or
Or
worriness.
worry, yeah.
But just really doing the work, knowing we are not doing the conversation without criticizing or looking down or
Yeah,
so
yeah.
everybody is my teacher. Yeah, I know. And she is one of my good teachers. I'm learning. I'm
Oh my
growing.
God. Yeah, she's the best there is, you know.
Oh, she is very like even your one little bit tone of voice change, she can feel that. Even later, if my ego wants to deny it, she will say, "No, I hear that." You cannot even escape. Ay, 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 ay.
Turn this around. I want her to answer the
Ay,
question.
feels like she is the pro broadcaster of my inner.
Yeah.
Um,
How about I how about I don't want her to answer the questions?
you just answer the questions, right?
Yep.
Since it's very, it's too cruel to her. It's too cruel to her. Um, it's almost impossible. Look at me. Am I able to do that? Some, it's too much.
Yeah, she's not there yet.
I'm not there yet either. I think almost everybody not there yet. Yeah, I can observe. Well, everybody wants to say a little bit other things.
Oh. And
So
one way to look at this turnaround is like, what do you get if she answers the questions?
yeah, it's a myth. I have a imagined correct way of doing the work because I get trained. I learned the principles. Um, but principles are principles. It doesn't mean you have to be impatient. The inner activities is all is as the metaphor I really like it. You can learn how to burp, but then if you're hungry, that's your. And look outside is the same, but inside you are very hungry. That's different. Yeah. If I'm inside, I'm like full. I'm not hungry. Then I can interrupt, as you said, as many times as I want. But it's not out from fear, worriness, or trying to control the situation, but really doing the work, really
Have you
being
ever
together.
have you ever heard that video, that audio of Katie saying, she said, if I thought somebody should go inside, if I ever thought they should go inside, she said, this would be a torture chamber.
Go inside of what?
she was talking about facilitating. She said, if I thought that somebody should go inside even once, like this would be a torture chamber,
Go
talking about her.
inside of what?
Go inside themselves.
Oh, oh. So, oh, means if I try to push anyone to get to somewhere they're not ready yet.
It would be a
Yeah,
torture.
it
Yeah.
is. I'm torturing myself as well.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
actually, only recently I feel I'm really doing the work. In the past, I'm also doing the work, but also feels like in a dream. Now, recently, I feel I'm really listening. I can see I'm really listening instead of wanting to get some outcome. In the
Mhm.
past, I always secretly wanting some outcome.
Yeah. So what's another example? I don't want her to answer the question.
What? Sorry.
I don't
I
want
need to just answer the questions.
I don't want her to just answer the question.
I want me to just answer the questions.
Well, that's a different turnaround. But how
I
about
don't
this
want
one?
her to just answer the questions. Or I want her to answer more than the questions. Uh, uh, this is a really brain exercising exercise. So you wanted me, not you wanted me, you suggest me to stay in. Don't want her to answer the question, just answer the questions a little bit more.
Yeah.
Just don't want her to just answer the questions. Yeah, she's not a robot. Also, you said I don't want her to get into the torture chamber.
Well, that would be you. The torture chamber would be you.
Oh, I push her. I'm in torture chamber. I push her, also trying to bring her to the torture chamber.
I see an example. You want to hear it?
Yes.
You sure?
Yeah.
Um, I don't want her to just answer the question because if she's answering the questions, that's not the work.
Why?
Because when I do the work, I wait for the answers. I don't answer them. I wait for the answers.
Oh, what I meant is she not say this, that, but just answer the questions. That's what I meant.
Yeah, no, I know it. And you hear where I'm going with it?
No, didn't understand.
So I'm really doing the work. I never answer any questions. Like, and I don't mean facilitating. I mean, if I'm self-facilitating, I don't ever answer a question. I'm waiting for questions.
Oh, okay. Um,
You see?
but okay, so I interpreted Katie's word saying you only need to answer the yes or no to translate it to only answer the questions. The other more accurate way is uh, waiting for the answer, and then the answer is only yes or no. So that will be more accurate way of facilitating.
I'm not sure you're hearing this. If I'm in the work and sitting at home and I ask the question, is it true? I just wait there. I stay in the situation and I look and I'm waiting. And when the the answer comes to me. I don't answer it. It just comes to me. You hear what I'm saying?
Yes, and it's only yes or no, right? So the final
Right. Well,
outcome.
okay, so if I got a no and I let's say you got a no and I say, "Oh, where did your no come from?" And you say, "Well, because what is." It- That's not really finding, that's not waiting. There's no, you didn't have an insight there, unless it was one, maybe 1,000 people that said, "Oh, I realize what is," or something like that. But if I say no, it's coming from something I saw.
Yeah, she was talking about other stuff, trying to explain. That's what I meant, that she should only say yes or no.
Yeah.
And then she was talking about trying to explain, trying to
Mhm.
say more. She couldn't do what you say, that sit still
Yeah.
and then wait for the answer. But then my
Okay.
facilitated way
So
can be more gentle, like you said. You don't need to answer that quick. You sit with that question and then wait for the answer to arise itself. And then you only need to say it out. You don't need to explain or say anything
yeah.
to prove it. I can, in the future, I can use this more gentle way to 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 not to talk with the new people who are doing the work, because they definitely uh try to say more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's another example here. I don't want her to just answer the questions. That's not her.
That's not what.
Not her. She's
Yeah,
she's
that's not all new people doing the work. Everybody who doing the work first many times always trying to say something like but and
yeah. So
although
let's
blah,
just
blah,
deal. Let's just deal with her though.
blah. Okay.
That's not her. That you have a future image of her just answering the questions. That's not her.
Just say yes or no. It's not her. She wants to say something more.
Yeah.
She wants to be understood.
That's your real mother. The one answering the questions is not her.
Yeah. Not her at that moment. Yeah, not her at that moment. In the future, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
We change all the time. That moment, not her. Yeah.
Yeah. What's another
Yeah.
turnaround to I
When she
want
was
her?
doing the worksheet with her dad, she was able to do that. But this time triggered her with my dad. She hates him too much, so that's not
Oh,
me.
yeah.
When
Well,
I was doing the worksheet for her with her dad, because she doesn't hate her dad that much,
okay. So
so
let's
she
come
was
back to
able
this
to do.
work. Come
Okay.
back to this work. So, what's another turnaround? I want her to just answer the question.
I wanted me to just answer the questions. A second.
Mhm.
I wanted me to just answer the questions. Means just doing the work.
Oh, yeah, somebody's got to answer these questions.
I wanted me to just or follow the questions instead of trying to manipulate the outcome.
Uh,
Or all my duty is to, or I say I need me to just ask the questions. Yeah, that'll be a better turnaround.
yeah, that
Fitting.
is a good. Yeah, that's a better one.
I
Yeah.
need me to just ask the questions. All I need to do is just ask the questions. If I trying to change
Mhm.
or control any the processing, does not work anymore. I today what reminded me is I saw Katie's sentence. It says when you facilitate other people, if you don't have a motive, then that's really doing the work.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, that turnaround just by itself, you barely even have to give an example. It's so clear. I want me to just ask
Sorry,
the question.
sorry.
That that turnaround, the way you worded it, it's so clear. You don't even have to come up with examples. I want me to just ask the questions. That's it right
Yeah.
there.
Katie, here's Katie saying also today saved me when someone assists with the homework, the work, and asks for questions. What he is receiving is another level that I initially received within myself. I don't, maybe it's bad translating. If he was truly meditating on a neutral stance without any ulterior motives, well, then he would be on the other side where I am. It merely enhanced its own freedom. It was within or without, boundless and unending. I mean, maybe the translating is bad. The original one, I don't know where I saw in Chinese one. It said it means without motive, doing work. Either you are a facilitator or the person who's doing the work.
So she should be calm. Is that true?
I feel doing the work is like walking on a line. You go left and you drop. You go right, you drop. You have to
Yeah,
be, not you have to be, it's you are learning how to be right in the middle. Oh my
well,
God.
it's called the
If I
yeah,
criticizing other people for having motives to do the work, I then have a motive, and then it's really hard to even recognizing.
yeah.
Damn it. Just
They
another
call it the in Buddhism they call it the razor's edge
razor's edge.
because it's such a thin
Yeah,
line.
yeah, razor's edge. Yeah, I'm walking on that edge and then, ooh, ooh.
So
I'm brave. I'm such brave person. Oh,
she should be
she
calm. Is
should
that
calm
true?
down and sit still. I, she should not calm down and sit still. It's such trauma for her. It's
Yeah.
such trauma for her. Ay, 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 ay. Thinking of what she went through, and then she's definitely not able to be calm.
Yeah.
She said my dad dragged her here and dragged her for maybe 2 kilometers away. And then broke her chest, bone, head, her toe, and then 5 or 4 times abortions, cheating, blah, 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 blah. Ay, how can she be calm? It's impossible. She should cry.
About the turnaround to the self.
I should. I couldn't be calm and sit still either, so I know how hard it is.
Yeah.
I love this should turnaround. In the past, I would use the should to criticizing myself or
Yeah.
to like force myself. Later, I become more mercy to myself. I realized the should is an impossible thing. It's a reference. It's a ultimate reference. Of course, it's good. Calm and sit still. But think of me. Can I do that? No, I can't.
Yeah. Well, not
So
then.
other people cannot do that. Yeah. So I should go back to my work and train myself, train my ego to be calm and sit still.
Mhm.
That's what I should do. So the other turnaround is she should burst out of anger and then avoiding. Sit still means going away or going around, never stay. This I think I also went through based on the traumatized experience she experienced. That's what she should do as a normal normal person.
Yeah.
Even Katie had compassion to me when not doing the work with her. She said, "Oh, dear heart, sweetheart, it's a trauma." She even said that. Of course, in her world, she knows it's my story, but she wouldn't do that, be that cruel, say, "Oh, it's all your story."
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
remember there's a video. A guy said, "Oh, if everything is a blah, blah, blah story, then how you think of those people get raped or tortured?" And then he said, "Of course, I would just give them the napkins,
give them the what?
napkins to tears for tears or
Oh,
tissues.
oh,
Sorry,
oh.
tissues,
Tissues.
tissues. I would
Oh, yeah.
give them the tissues." Um,
Yeah.
and then I think you are right. I was not doing the work. I was doing the self or not self like I was trying to change myself and other people. I was not fully doing the work sometimes. I really lack of compassion to myself and other people. I
Yeah.
want to use the work to change the life, to be
Yeah.
to be to be strong, to force myself to not believe the traumatized story instead of having compassion to that part of me. Then, so of course, I can't have compassion to other people's pain.
I need her to be less defensive. Is that true?
I need her to be less what?
Defensive.
I need, I think I turn around to myself first. I need me to be less defensive. I often getting defensive. Not often. At that moment, I was very defensive to her true expression, truthful expression.
Well, what were you trying? Oh, I
I
just got
don't
ink
need,
on my shorts.
I'm sorry.
I just got ink on my shorts. Well, I guess that's how I know it's supposed to be there.
Ink, ink on your
My
shorts?
pen, my pen, I accidentally
Oh no.
marked on my shorts.
Oh, okay.
So
You can try to wash it.
I guess so. So I need me to be less defensive. What were you defending?
I defend she. I believed she was not doing the work. She was avoiding, etc.
Yeah.
So I was defensive.
So you were
I think
defending
she
the work.
shouldn't. I defend she should be better.
Well, it sounds like you were defending the work
Why?
because you wanted her to get better through the work.
Why it's defending?
Well, I said it sounded like I didn't say it absolutely is. Does that work for you? So in other words, I need me to be less defensive. Like, what are you defending? Like, what needs defending here?
Don't want to follow. Want to prove I'm right.
Okay, yeah. Okay, being right about the work. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I was trying to without realizing I was trying to prove I know what's better.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I later apologized.
Yeah. How about don't need her to be less defensive?
She is a mirror of me. She's showing out or tester of me. She is testing how much I
Um,
accept in myself.
Accept her, yeah.
I mean accept her is the second step, but accepting
Yeah.
myself. Without accepting myself, I cannot accept anyone. So she is the test like a testing person to just Katie said push your button and
She's your
then
push, yeah.
check if you how much you accepting yourself.
Yeah. Don't need her to be less defensive because I don't get anything when she's less defensive.
Yeah, then it's just imagine the robot worksheet. Is that a real worksheet? The real people not gonna follow as a robot and say yes, no, and then just follow as I expected. Then
Mm.
that's a pleasing worksheet. That's not a real worksheet.
Mm.
The real worksheet is people do their best and still sometimes defensive, which is normal. And then I
Well,
need me to be less defensive to other people's defensiveness.
mm,
And then realizing that's really normal. It's
that's really what?
so it's really normal. It's a Katie said it's a operation without as anesthesia. It's not easy. I forgot what Katie always repeat. I don't call it the work for nothing. Not a easy work. It's a life
I see an example.
operation. Ah, sorry. Yeah. What did you
I
see?
need I need me to be less defensive because that's the freedom that I'm looking for. You mentioned it number 4 earlier, that you would be free. And so I need me to be less defensive because then I'm free. I'm free from being dependent on her to be less defensive.
It's really the razor. What you said, razor edge, right?
Yeah.
In the past, I want to. It's all on the outside. I criticizing her. I try to change her, blah, 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 and then I learn the work, and then I become passive. Okay, it's your business. I'm going to left and right,
Yeah. Yeah. That's that duality thing.
and then now finally I. Either way, it's not freedom. Either way is unsatisfying, and then hoping one day she can change.
Mm.
It's hell. I don't want to live that life anymore. Step into other people's business is really hard. It's hard life. Before I use this theory as another sword to dis disconnecting myself to other people. Like, oh, okay, it's your business. I'm gonna not step into. But then in my mind, I didn't realize, without realizing, I'm still in their business.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Although on the
so true.
outside, okay, I don't care. Okay, it's your business. Okay, I'm gonna do my own work. But it's a it's another way of stepping into other
Okay.
people's business. Yeah.
I see something here.
Yeah.
That thought she's trying to prove that. Okay. I tried to prove I'm wrong when I first started doing the work. I made it okay. I'm not going to be in their business. And so it was like by denial, I'm trying to prove that old me is wrong, and now I'm right.
Old me is wrong. Which me is wrong? The one trying to
One that was
passively step out from other people's business?
the one that was doing it aggressively, and then so I'm trying to prove I was wrong by being passive. Now I'm just doing. I see it's the same thing. Now I don't have to prove I'm wrong anymore. I can just see what's true.
How many years I've been doing the work? 7 years, maybe 6 years. And for the first time realizing, finally, more clearly realizing my pattern of the passive pattern.
Yeah. You know, I was in the school for the work in 2015, and a woman, an Asian woman, by the way, stood up and she says, I've been doing the work for 6 years and I realized I've never been doing the work.
You Asian woman, what happened to her?
In 2015, I was at the school for the work, and an Asian woman stood up and she took the mic and she said, I've been doing the work for 6 years and I just realized I've never done the work before. So you're not alone. It takes
Yeah,
it takes a while for
I
this to go deep.
I think I will not go that extreme. Say I never done the work. It's I I finally not able to realize um I'm doing the surface work, and I don't deny myself my efforts. It's still working. It helped me a lot. I'm not on the middle, sometimes left, sometimes right.
Yeah,
Overall, those efforts never a waste.
that's
It
true.
brought me here today.
And same thing with her. The 6 years weren't a waste if it took her to come to that realization. Yeah. Yep.
Katie said, I love Katie said, no mistake.
No mistake.
Whenever I realize it's a little bit, it's like maybe in many years later I'll realize even now I'm not doing that. It's possible because it's like one step is step.
Yeah.
That's
It
why
goes.
it's a school. Level 1, level 2, level 3. At
Yeah.
the very first beginning, I was level 1, and then I learned some level 2, and then I learned some level 3, and now I'm probably level 4. It's just I'm surprised how passive I was when
Yeah.
I trying to do the work in the right way, the right way.
So you need her to go back to the work, is it true?
No. Don't need
Turn
her
it
to go
around.
back. At that moment, I don't need her to go back to the work. If she go back to the work, her emotion out of control, then the teamwork cannot keep going on. So at that moment, I don't need her to go back to the work. Uh, it's very crucial, no, cruel to her to face that intensive things in front of so many people. Um, so I don't need her to go back to the work. She did a good choice. She made a good choice to step out and then text me one on one, and then saying she will later consult the other teacher.
Mm.
So she did a wise thing.
So let's turn it around.
I what I need me to go back to the work.
Yep.
That's always the truth.
Mhm.
I'm the only one that can doing my own work. And my the definition about her, about the world, it's my work. And then my concrete, or not as you know, the concrete, it means lack of flexibility way of doing the work.
Yeah.
It's something reminding me I have need to go back to the work, do my work to notice that I am holding a very stubborn or unflexible way of doing the work. It's ego's way of doing the work.
Yeah.
Life. Life.
Yeah, the thought I need her to go back to the work is you leaving the work. Yeah.
What? I need me to go back to work and then you speak sometimes very fast. I can't
Oh,
didn't understand.
sorry. The thought I need her to go back to the work is you leaving the work in that moment. That's how you leave the work is with that thought.
Yeah. That's why I need me to go back to the work. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, may I have 2 minutes to go to the bathroom? I'll
Oh,
come back
sure,
real quick.
sure.
Ah, oh no. Okay, come back. Okay.
Excuse
I really need me to do the work, go back to the work. I really do. I 100% really do.
I'm going to have to get going because I need to charge my earphones for the Sunday night
Oh,
session.
okay.
Starts at 8 o'clock.
Okay. Your start at 8 o'clock. Yeah, sorry about starting late today. Oh yeah, I need to really go back to doing my work, which I am practicing now. In the past, I holding a role as a facilitator. Now I'm being more open. I'm doing the work with everybody together. Yeah, I'm practicing it. Thank you.
You're very
And
welcome.
the 5 and 6, I will do it myself. And then thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you. And feel free to share anything you find.
Yeah, and, because my mom also got an accident injury recently.
Oh,
She got her head hit at the working area. So we are looking for the attorneys. We did it. So it's, life, a lot of challenges for illness, for got hit. So now she cannot
yeah.
work compensation, injury, attorney, blah, 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 blah.
Oh,
That's why so busy. And then I lose the track of today's meeting. Thank you for reminding. If you can do me a favor in the future, remind me one day ahead of time. I will be that will be very grateful. I will be
okay,
very
so
grateful. If you
oh,
remember, but it's my responsibility. It's not yours.
yeah,
But just asking for a
okay,
favor. If you can remind me, yeah. Thank you.
okay.
Thank you so much. And then have a good time with the workarounds free, and then I'll be
Yeah.
on the English class soon as well.
Okay.
I'll see you later.
So 2
Yeah,
weeks, right?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Have a
Yeah,
good one.
I'll write it down again on my calendar and set an alarm. Thank you.
Okay. Have a good one, Michelle.
Thank you. Have a good one.
What do I just